See, Paul says there's this treasure called the light of God, and it's living in this earthly vessel. And so there's a turmoil that's happening all the time. I'm to be a representative of Christ, but the Christ in me has to deal with my outer man. The outer man who wants to do wrong, who wants to look at things it shouldn't be looking at, who wants to go places it shouldn't be going. Who wants to use things it shouldn't be using. And so this is a normal thing for a Christian. This battle. Continue reading and we see the inner turmoil Paul experiencing as he was living the life God called him to. He wasn't living wrong. Paul was all in on the cause of Christ. And look what Paul said. We have this treasure in jars of clay to show this all-surpassing power is from God and not us. We are hard-pressed on every side. We're not crushed, perplexed, but not in despair, persecuted, but not abandoned. We're struck down, but we're not destroyed. Who has inner turmoil of your own tonight? Who can appreciate Paul's struggle? I can. Oh, I can. Girls have come to entice me. Guys have come to have conflict with me. Leaders have talked bad about me. I struggle with insecurity. I struggle with negative thoughts. I want to do right, but sometimes I do wrong. I sin, and I've fallen short of the glory of God. I stumble, and sometimes I fall down, but I'm not staying down. The Spirit of God at work inside of me is shouting, I didn't hear no bell. Get up. One more round. We may not have a lot of Christians around today who can acknowledge the inner turmoil. But aren't we glad we can spend time with someone like Paul who's not afraid to say, like the young people say today, the struggle is real. Paul said, I've worked much harder, been in prison more frequently, been flogged more severely, and been exposed to death again and again. 5 times I received the Jews the 40 lashes minus 1. 3 times I was beaten with rods. Once I was pelted with stones. 3 times shipwrecked. I spent a night and a day in the open sea. I've been constantly on the move. I have been in danger from rivers, in danger from bandits, in danger from my fellow Jews, in danger from Gentiles, in danger in the city, in danger in the country, in danger at sea, and in danger from false believers. I've labored and toiled and have gone often without sleep. I've known hunger and thirst and have often gone without food. I've been cold and I've been naked. Besides everything else, I face daily the pressure of my concern for the churches. What does Paul say? The devil's thrown everything he can at me. I've wanted to quit. I've wanted to throw in the towel. I've known the inner turmoil that you face, but I'm marching toward glory. I'm up on my feet. I have fought the good fight. I have finished my course. I've kept the faith. Jesus himself had turmoil. They said he was a heretic. Herod said he's a resurrectionist, too dangerous to live. Judas sold him for 30 pieces of silver. And what was Jesus' response? 3 cheers. Be of good cheer, it is I. Be of good cheer, I am with you. Be of good cheer, I've overcome the world. That night before his death in Gethsemane, when he cried out to the Father and said, if it is your will, let this cup pass from me. Jesus had inner turmoil. Jesus' inner turmoil was so great that the Bible says his sweat became blood. I want to say tonight, we're in good company if you have inner turmoil. Jesus said, nevertheless, not my will, but your will be done. Some of us need a nevertheless in our hearts tonight. They've talked bad about you, nevertheless. They've mean-mugged you, nevertheless. They stole from you, nevertheless. They abused you. They called you names. They came after you. They held you down. Nevertheless, 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 God is with you. He's on his throne, and everything's going to be okay.